Alright, let's make our way to Raquel. It's beyond the canyon west of here, right? Yeah, but it's a long way there, especially on foot, so get the let out and let's move. Ash's hometown, huh? Anyone else worried about this? Yeah, especially given everything that's happened. Well, there's no way to know for sure until we get there. Okay, go all the way west.
We're finally past the hill.
Raquel should be just ahead.
There's a valley coming up this way.
Treasure located.
Chrono Driver. This maybe I can make an SR version. No, another mosquito, another dragonfly. There should be another quartz around here.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
Confuse. I wonder, maybe I should consider stacking that one too. Bunch of ingredients. Okay, hopefully this will give me a quick trouble point. Yes, it does. There's a trial chest here, but I don't think I'm allowed to use it yet. Elliot, Machias, and Sarah. And one more person, probably Rean. But at least this will allow me to get back to it easily in the later stages of the game.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
Ivy Nail. That's not nearly enough U materials. There's a number of playable characters they're giving us. They need to give us way more U materials. Make it drop from almost every enemy.
I see some buildings just over there.
I almost didn't recognize it from this side. Man, I remember the last time I swung by here. Oh, everyone I was here with.
Okay, that completes this little section of the map that I skipped before. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of games that give you more party members than you can have in battle at a time, they always they still make it so that the resources you get aren't very plentiful. So you're pretty much stuck trying to swap equipment between party members depending on who's required. Carry a bomb and nest tablet. We're almost to town. Alright, so we're probably gonna need a disguise. And costumes don't count. I wonder if I could use the casino to farm anything useful. Like evasion gear. Pretty sure there's supposed to be an exchange shop here too. Just hope the military police don't try to prevent me from going there. Here we are, Raquel, Lemaire's very own entertainment city. It's been 2 months already, but this place looks just as busy as ever. Guess we should start asking around for clues about the singularity. There are many soldiers around to take caution of. We have to be careful to avoid detection. Huh? The mohawk is... looks out of place. Gah! When did you... wonder if that's an actual... wait a minute, isn't that the hairstyle he used back when he disguised himself as a butler? What, the wig and glasses? Found him at a store back in the village. Better than Schwarzer's disguise, ain't it? It's startling, really. Agreed, you look to be an entirely different person. You just think of everything, don't you? I'll hug you well enough in the crowd. There's gotta be people here who know you well. They're not going to be that fooled that easily. Yeah, come on, let's get going. Right. Will talking to these guys automatically cause me to lose AP or something? Okay, the guide recommends going to the casino. Where's all the way over there? Let's just cut through the alley. Are we allowed to just go in? Welcome! Who cares about all the bad stuff happening in the world? Come have some fun and gamble those worries away. Just remember, this is a private little paradise for members only. I can't let any of you beautiful folks in without seeing a membership card first. This place again, huh? Hey Ash, where do you think you're going? We don't have time to play around right now. Easy there, girl. I just figured this would be a good place to get some info. Oh right, you have a membership card for this place, don't you? But it'd be a dead giveaway for your identity. Don't do it. I suppose it did help us find Instructor Rean once before when we were here for field exercises. It shouldn't hurt to look inside, just so long as we keep to our objective. Let me know when you're ready. I'll flash my card and get us in. Wait, is that a good idea? What? I feel like if the police got looked into the records of the casino, then they'd be able to figure out where we are. Oh, you have a membership card. Come on in. We hope you enjoy your visit. I hope it's not tied to my name or something. Exchange 10 Mira for how many tokens? Store up 100. Magic Scarf, not... I don't see anything here too useful. Maybe Fortune Pecky for trading. Dragon Incense might be good if I'm... and Brave Soul. Yeah, that maybe if I'm having trouble with a certain boss battle. Actually, which of these can I actually use? Is that poker? Welcome. I recommend you start with a few hands of blackjack. Whenever you want to play, just let me know. Usually poker is supposed to be faster. Yeah, this one. Welcome. Poker is our most popular card game. It's very deep and involved. I recommend you play at least a hand or two while you're here. Rules. 1-1 card game between the player and dealer. Each round costs 5 tokens. It's composed of 52 cards, no jokers. You have to make a hand of 5 using a combination of the cards on the table and the ones dealt to you. Pretty sure I played something like this before. Watch me just lose in the first round. Wait, no. I should keep... Well, I should actually hold all, shouldn't I? Then I'd have 2 pairs and 3 jacks. Select 5 cards. Okay. I did it! I managed to claim all the stars. 5,000 tokens. You won. Here are your winnings. Yes, that was really tough. He usually just goes nuts at the end and pulls out a really OP hand, but this time he didn't. This time he just went, he had absolutely no pairs, which is really unusual. I thought they were gonna cheat, but maybe they let some people win every now and then just to keep up the illusion of fairness. Anyways, they say I need to get a magic scarf. Let's also get a fortune pecky. Oh, so what's on the top floor? A lot of my neighbors have received their draft cards. I'm scared I'm going to get one, but being scared isn't going to help. That's why I want to treasure every moment I have with Marjorie. I'll savor these halcyon days for as long as they last. The declarations of war and conscription. It's nothing but bad news these days. Everywhere I go, all I see are worried faces. But Raquel is still as lively as ever. Thank goodness for that. I think I'll spend some time here kicking back, at least for a while. Oh, hey, got a little present for ya. Rean 9, Chapter 3. It's been one dull day after another around here lately, so I bought a book to stave off the existential ennui. It was far more interesting than I expected it to be. Figured I'd pass it along to you. Give it a read, kiddo. Kiddo? If you insist, then sure, I'll gladly accept it. A gang of delinquents that used to prowl around here has been up to something again? Huh? A gang? Nah, it couldn't be. Could be Ash's. Ash supposedly led a gang during the Civil War to fight off bandits. Huh. Could it really be? Strangely, he was not marked in red, even though that was kind of important. We might actually, maybe his gang, are they cursed, or maybe they're trying to find out what happened to Ash? Hey, there's a recruit here. Will the world give me a break? My luck is rotten. Huh. Okay, there aren't any games upstairs, though. You think there'd be like a Vantage Masters game? Alright. Inside, the room was opulence made manifest, the best of the best, enough to make the wealthiest noble envious. In the center of its spacious layout sat Haldor Barn, reclining on a sofa. He brought a glass of wine to his lips, as his features twisted in a wry, unpleasant expression. Absolute incompetence. Such a simple job, and yet apparently one completely beyond them. Mr. Bourne had fully grasped the situation. He had given the order that no one be allowed in, yet there were now two children standing before him. Given the commotion outside, it had been easy to guess what had happened. Though their appearances made it hard to believe, the two standing before him were no doubt professional assassins, here for his life. Still, Haldor maintained his composure. He kept this realization hidden, and didn't allow so much of a hint of panic to creep into his features. The source of this confidence was a certain colossal machine that sat on the floor before him. Its mere presence made even the impossibly spacious room feel cramped. It towered over 2 arch in height, with 6 spiral-like legs protruding from its body. Its humanoid upper half stood erect with 4 menacing arms stretching out from it. The entire machine emitted an eerie glow, making for a most intimidating sight to behold. Is that from Ouroboros? Wowee, that's a big one, Nine remarked, glancing up at it. An archaism, Free exclaimed, immediately shifting to a battle stance. Heh, this beauty is a new favorite of mine. A rather fruitful find in a recent back alley auction. I happened to attend. So people are auctioning off old Ouroboros robots, but that means this is an outdated model, probably. And it wasn't cheap, let me tell you. But no, I didn't stop there. I'm a man who doesn't do things by half measures. I paid a princely sum to have it outfitted with the most cutting-edge technology available. Very well spent, in my opinion. I dare say it has enough firepower to easily wipe out an entire platoon of soldiers if I wanted to. In fact, it's the mere child's play. Barely able to contain a smug grin, Haldor looked like a boastful child showing off his expensive toy at school. So the bums outside were just bouncers then, and this monstrosity is what's actually here to protect you, Rean deduced. Oh, a sharp one. That's precisely correct, Haldor said gleefully. As long as I have it by my side, my safety here is guaranteed. And once I make this a republic, I'll be untouchable. He let out a long laugh, his voice rising higher and higher, echoing endlessly throughout the gaudy chamber. Shockingly stupid. He really is an idiot, huh? The duelist's comments weren't born from simple overconfidence. Even if they did somehow fail in their mission, and even if Haldor did somehow manage to make it to Eiyuu territory, he'd already been marked for death by the organization. They'd pursue him to the bitter end, to the last man. He had 0 chance of survival. Attack! At Haldor's orders, the Archaism lurched into action. It set its sights on Free and charged straight for him. 9 took the opportunity to begin casting her arts. While her partner specialized in close quarters combat, she wasn't a force to be reckoned with when it came to orbital arts. As she began to charge, however, one of the Archaism's arms rapidly folded out into a gun, the muzzle pointing in 9's direction. About to lay, it sprayed a hail of bullets at her. Whoa! 9 evaded the gunfire by a hair's breadth, but was forced to abandon casting her art. The Archaism focused its attention back on Free, who was busy fending off its melee attacks with his longsword. 9 sprinted to the other side of the room and started her cast again. The machine's aim was too adept, however, and she found herself unable to escape it long enough to get an art off. It appeared that their foe was equipped with a powerful arts detection sensor, one that allowed it to identify incoming orbital attacks and counterattack before they could be launched. Forced to abandon her casting yet again, 9 screwed up her face in frustration and suddenly gripped her plush bear. Sounds like they'll have to use the arts baiting strategy that we used on the Azure Demiurgos. This thing doesn't play nice. I quit, she said in a huff. It was a fair point. Poison-tipped needles wouldn't have been particularly effective against the steel playing of a machine, and without the ability to cast her arts, 9 found herself at a loss. Free, however, remained unperturbed and readied himself for another onslaught. I'm gonna grab a little shut-eye. Wake me up when the fighting's over, okay? 9 says she flopped down one of the room sofas using her bear as a pillow. 9, cut it out. I need to stay awake, Free shouted from across the room. Couldn't she cast faster healing arts to support him, maybe? Despite this, 9 didn't react at all. As she dozed, the Archaism seemed to disregard her as a threat and fully focused its attention on Free. Wait a minute. What if this is a ruse to get the rich guy to let his guard down so she can kill him, and then they'll just bolt without finishing off the Archaism? I highly doubt it'd be that easy. His 4 arms transformed into a sword, a lance, an axe, and a gun, proceeded to launch a relentless string of attacks at the already overwhelmed assassin. Free leapt out of the way as the machine's sword arm cut an arc through the air, only to see the lance rocketing toward him. He narrowly avoided it, but his escape path was blocked by a mighty swing of the axe. Meanwhile, the Archaism had its gun trained in Haldor's direction. Even in the heat of combat, it prioritized protecting its master against any approaching threats. Swift movements and deft swordplay were the foundation of Free's combat style, but they were of little use against such a powerful machine. The Archaism was simply too fast, and its attacks were both explosively powerful and aimed with deadly precision. Further, its 6 legs afforded it perfect balance, and its multiple arms allowed it to launch attacks faster than Free could keep up. To his irritation, Free found his skill set completely useless against the metal monstrosity. Sure, he was the better fit for the task than 9, but only by a slim margin. Regardless, he continued to fight, both blades flashing as they moved to intercept his foe. The sheer number of attacks coming at him forced Free to focus entirely on defense. He parried, dodged, and deflected the relentless wave of strikes, buying his time, waiting for the machine to leave an opening for him to strike with his longsword. The violent dance continued for some time. Free had managed to land a couple of blows to the machine's body and arms, but each had resulted in no more than a metallic twang as its blade was repelled by its solid metal armor. Ha ha, it's no use, child. That armor was specially commissioned, and your pathetic little butter knives don't have a snowball's chance in Gehenna against them. Haldor's mocking tone grated on Free's nerves. It was made worse by the fact that he wasn't lying. Free's attacks had been completely ineffective so far. Still, Free had yet to suffer any wounds. Given how things were going, though, it's only a matter of time before he was slowly worn down. Analysis complete. 9 suddenly began speaking, apparently having woken up from her nap. Still lounging on the sofa, she continued, her voice louder and more precise than usual. Arms, joint 1, down 5 reach. Legs, joint 2, up 3 reach. Waist, rotational axis center. Left side of chest, up 2 out of 5. Left 1 out of 5. The first to respond was not Free, but Haldor. You little wench, how'd you do that? He was flustered, clearly shocked that 9 had figured out the Archaism's structural weak points. 9 slowly rose from the sofa and reverted back to her usual drawl, sleepily rubbing her eyes as she spoke. I could tell by the sound. It takes a bit of concentration, though. Pure disbelief was etched into Haldor's face. Rean, on the other hand, looked as composed as ever. He had known from the start that what 9 was doing. He was simply buying time until the analysis was complete. Now. Right. Rean readied himself and rushed the Archaism, his swordplay swifter than ever, a veritable tornado of slashes and stabs. Each of his attacks hit upon one of the weak points that 9 had pointed out. He suddenly switched to his short sword and performed the same volley of attacks, hitting each point a second time, but the result was the same as before. Nothing save the same high-pitched metallic sound that rang out with each hit. It didn't appear that the Archaism had been damaged in the slightest. Ha ha. Haldor was beside himself with laughter, relishing watching the young assassin struggle. What a joke. You can swing those little swords of yours until the palms come home, but you're never getting through that armor. All part of the process. Letting the simple reply linger in the air, Free lined up his short sword at the empty section, the base of his long sword. The 2 blades locked into place, becoming a single weapon, the sharp edges lining up perfectly. At first glance, it would be difficult to tell the two were anything ever anything other than a single sword. Holdor watched the process with interest, but then burst into mocking laughter a moment later. Try your pocket knife, little boy? Do you honestly think that'll be your ticket to victory? Truth to be told, even in its combined state, the reach of Free's sword hadn't improved any, nor was the weapon sharper or faster. The slightly increased weight of the blade may have provided some increase in power, but certainly not enough to break through the Archaism's thick armor. Given the opponent at hand, the weapon truly seemed a little better than a toy. Free chose to remain silent and let his weapon do the talking. He swung at the weak point on the Archaism's leg, the same spot he had targeted before. This time, however, his strike was followed by a loud explosion, and the Archaism's leg flew across the room. The blast seemed to have come from within the Archaism itself, and was powerful enough to have blown its limb clean off. The blast appeared similar to that of a fire element art, but neither Free nor Nine had appeared to cast anything. Even if they had, the Archaism's sensor would have surely detected it. What the? Haldor stammered, his face twisted with shock and fear. Another swing by Free's sword, followed by another explosion. A second of the Archaism's limbs was sent flying to a corner of the room. What the hell is going on? Haldor screeched, no longer trying to hide his panic. His tone quickly deteriorated from alarm to abject terror. This is no ordinary sword, Free began to speak, his face devoid of expression. Fully integrated with a battle ornament, forming a single weapon. Well, strictly speaking, I suppose it's close to an ordinary ornament than a battle ornament. As he spoke, he continued his attack, his swordplay not pausing for even a second. The ornament with a second function, a controlled explosion on points I designate. However, its activation requires each blade to have separately made contact with the intended target area. You can think of the marks as targeting coordinates, essentially. Even though Free's initial attacks seemed to have been repelled, they were actually preparatory steps in this process. The subsequent explosions were the true attack. The first strike to the same location, this time made with the unified blade, results in the explosion. That seems needlessly complicated. The location and timing specifications were complicated, as was the use of the specialized ornament in conjunction with some automated processing. The end result was an instantaneous cast time, however. If the wielder was skilled enough to be able to launch powerful arts attacks without the need for any charge-up period. It was in this ability that lay the true value of Free's weapons lay. But, having suffered an enormous amount of damage from the rapid arch strikes unleashed on it, the Archaism began throwing sparks in all directions. It began to dawn on Haldor that victory was no longer an option for him, and he began desperately looking for a means of escape. Stop fighting and get me out of here, now, he ordered Archaism in a shrill yell. Reacting to its new orders, the machine quickly rotated its torso and began moving toward him. I don't think so, a lazy voice called out from across the room. During the commotion, its remaining spider-like legs had been bound with a complex web of steel wire, rendering it immobile. This is the end. Free quickly struck its remaining weak points in rapid succession. The resulting series of explosions tore the machine to pieces, littering its surroundings with burnt steel and charred components. When the smoke had cleared, the room was so filled with broken parts, it was more scrapyard than sweet. What remained of the Archaism's body ceased all functions and collapsed, its chassis mangled beyond recognition. Free deftly wove his way through the junk scattered at his feet, silently moving toward Haldor. Stay back! A pitiful squeak escaped Haldor's throat as he scrambled backward, away from the approaching assassin. There was nowhere to run, however. Free's mission was nearing its end, yet he didn't feel happiness, or even relief. He took a step closer. He felt his sword suddenly grow heavy in his hand. He forced himself to take another step. His legs felt like they were encased in concrete. His whole body felt like it was desperately rejecting his advance, trying to pull itself away. Another step. This was how it always ended. All that remained was for him to fulfill his role. He was nothing but a tool, a machine. This was how it was supposed to be. Free took one final step forward. There's no need to share any details with you. Still, I figure you deserve to know who's ending your life. To know, Free thought to himself, whose name to curse as you burn the fires of Gehenna. I am free of swords. He plunged his blade deep into Haldor's chest, piercing the man's heart. I'm an assassin for your organization. But what if someone was listening in? By this point, the panic on the second floor had largely subsided, and the ship's security guards were finally starting to move up to the third floor. Picking up on this, Rean and Nine quietly broke open the window and jumped through it to the sea outside. It's a good thing this mission wasn't on an airship. That would have made escaping way more of a pain, Nine remarked. Agreed. She was right. Escaping from an airship would have necessitated a specialized aircraft for the operation, as well as forcing the two to leap from ship to ship midair. It wouldn't have been entirely impossible for the young assassins, though, and surely someone in their wide world had carried out such an operation before. Joshua? S. Nine softly called out to Free, again using her preferred nickname for him. He was a corrupt man, an evil man. The two of them looked back toward the ship. There was no need for further explanation between the two. Yeah, Free said quietly, I know. He had been thorough in reading through the mission dossier, and knew that Nine spoke true. Haldor was a bastard through and through, one that performed all kinds of horrible acts in the pursuit of Mira. His mere existence sullied the world, and society was better off with him no longer a part of it. Not that it matters either way. When it came to it, a hit was a hit. A target could be the person with the purest heart on the continent or the scummiest bomb feeder imaginable. When the assassination order came in from the organization, Rean and 9 followed it. That's how it always was. I guess. 9 went silent. She took something out from her plush bear and began blowing into it. It gradually took the shape of an inflatable raft big enough for one. 9 climbed aboard and flopped it down, once again using her bear as a pillow. I'm going to catch another few winks. I'll leave this part to you, okay? This part meant for Free to swim them both to shore. Your leg works just fine, he retorted. Do it yourself. Despite his words, Free felt a twinge of something resembling affection in his heart. He and 9 had been operating for over a year, together for over a year by this point. She was a little younger than him, and he sometimes found himself thinking of her as more than a little sister than just his partner. As more of a little sister than just his partner. Their natural rapport aside, she was also someone he could truly rely on during their missions. Despite this, Rean understood the situation. He understood that even if 9 was his partner, even if he thought of her as a little sister, he could never let his guard down. He could never truly trust her. To be continued. Maybe the final volume will be these two fighting each other? Anyone familiar here? Not really. Anything interesting at the pawn shop? It's not listed, even though you think that would be a good place for information. Now you forced kids best not act too reckless these days. Wait, I know that mug from anywhere. Just what the hell are you doing here, Ash? Damn it, I've been found out. Yeah, never mind that. I can't believe you're back. Do you escape? Goddess, you're a real glutton for punishment. Despite the harshness of his words, he looks quite pleased by his turn of events. Sorry it's been a while, Gramps. So much has been going on lately. Oh, Purple Lightning, you're here too. I know it. We're all aboard this crazy train. It's in full swing now, not that you guys haven't noticed already. I guess you're right. You're lucky you've got such close friends here, Ash. This disguise must be better than I thought if I was able to trick that old geezer for a couple of seconds there. Don't let it go to your head. We should still be careful moving forward. Alright. Ash's butler uniform. The same one he used when he shot the Emperor. Huh, you guys? I know you. You're the students I met back at the summer festival. Thank you once again for helping us with Artem. We appreciate it. Oh, you're the big kids that play with me, aren't you? Hi. That's right, I remember now. I'm glad we were able to get you back to your mom and dad. You said you were from Northumbria, correct? Sounds like you guys got in a bit of fun, huh? So they're from Northumbria too. Hey kid, how are you hanging in there? Whoa, you look so cool, mister. Are you playing dress up? Let's play hide and seek, okay? Come on. This place has got to have lots of hidey holes. It'll be so much fun. Oh no, you're not running off on us again. You stay put and be a good boy, okay? I guess some things never change, huh? Sorry it's not in the cards this time, kid. If I may ask, what brings you to Raquel? We're just passing through on our way home. But with the railway shut down, we can't take the train any further than this. We've been doing the best we can walking and hitchhiking the rest of the way. It's quite a distance to cover, but we're willing to try anything. There's no place like home. Sounds like you're really in for it, huh? Home, huh? Well, I'm sure you all have your own problems to deal with, considering the turbulent times we're in. Well, take care of yourselves. May we meet again sometime. Of course, the same goes for you. Bye-bye, everyone. We're willing to try anything at this point. There's no place like home. Seeing that military parade was like a splash of cold water on me. The truth of the matter is that we're just not cut out for the big city. I miss our little village more than you could ever imagine. I don't care about being rich, so long as I can live somewhere I feel like I belong. Micro smart. I knew the army was starting conscription, but I never thought my own brother would get drafted. If this war didn't feel real before, it's definitely setting in now. I vaguely remember when these guys tried to take a truck out in the middle of the night and almost got killed by a monster. Which one of you was it again? Draft card came in this morning. Just when I was reviewing our business strategy with Yang 2. I can't believe this would happen just as the store was getting on track. Can't fight it. Yang is in such a good mood today. I can't bring myself to tell him out until after work. Welcome to Ikaro Smart. I've been discussing our business strategy with Clark, and I've gotten an independent merchant to supply our products. The prices are a bit higher than Kleist & Co.'s, but if you can't trust your partner, you can't make a good deal. Business has been tough because of the draft, but this is just the start for our store. Oh, have I seen you kids somewhere before? You with the dark hair in particular, I could swear I've seen you before. No way, is that you, Ash? What are you doing here? You saw through the disguise, huh? I guess I'm busted. Don't act like this is some joke. I'm guessing these students are friends of yours. I don't want to pry, but let me give you a word of advice. You walking around in the open like this is so reckless I don't know where to start. You sure won't be laughing if you get caught. Right, thank you. Don't worry, we're being super careful. Sure, now. Sure. Now, how about you cop up some info for us, huh? So why do you even come here? Haven't you noticed all the soldiers around? Every club and bar here is jam-packed full with them. We're under pressure to cooperate with the government, so be careful where you show your face. A lot of that cooperation comes from the purse, if you catch my drift. It's really just stressing out the manager, poor guy. In a town like this, I suppose getting everyone to cop up some Mira makes more sense than requisitioning supplies. Just like when they hiked up taxes during the Civil War. Wonder we should have just had Ash team up with Elliot instead so he doesn't get recognized. Sorry we're so late. Can we still get in? Well, of course, sir. I hope you find our little theater to your liking. Just be aware, though, the show has already started, so we'll need to escort you in quietly. Again, I'm so sorry for the hassle. Maybe if my husband hadn't taken so long to get ready. Hey, now, this is my first night out in who knows how long. I wanted to dress the part. You didn't need to go out and buy a whole new outfit, and don't even get me started on the hat. Oh, come. Let's not worry about that now. We need to get you two inside before the show is long over. We don't have time for this. Let's keep moving. There's no one on the top floor. Let's just talk to the innkeeper. Isn't she a friend of yours, Ash? Yeah, my mom knew her. Oh, welcome. Ah. Hey, long time no see. My, if this isn't Ash, always showing up unannounced. It's good to see that you really were okay after all. I'm glad. Huh? Wait, shouldn't you be more surprised? It's as if you knew all along that Ash was safe. Well, that's because a certain someone passed on the information to me. She said she'd been contacted by a classmate in Milsante. Oh. Is she here? She's waiting for you on the second floor. I'll show you. But I didn't see anyone on the second floor. Huh.
Please come in.
You. Heh, knew it was you. Maya.
Ash, everyone. Welcome. I'm so glad you're safe. I couldn't believe it when Sydney told me. I'm so happy to see you all. But where have you been? Please, tell me everything.
I see, so you showed up here because of his connection to your father, who was a regular here. That's why Julia happily let me have a room to stay in. I originally came thinking my father might be here, but it seems like he hasn't been coming by lately. I'm glad he's not drinking, but I did hear he was contacted by the military division he used to belong to. That's worrying. Was it the former sniper Captain Joseph? I believe I saw that name in the database. If the military requested him to return, it's likely they also had him promoted. On that note, do you know what happened to Leonora and the others? I heard you came together. Gustav too. His mining town shouldn't be that far away from here. I heard Sandy's from Lemaire too. Ulster specifically, I think. Yes, those two headed to their hometowns past the Northern Canyons. Leo went to Ordis, where she has a contact to gather intel. There have also been sightings of mysterious reddish-black flowers in the Canyon Road area. Could that be Pleroma grass? It seems very likely. The Leonora is in Ordis, capital of the Lemaire province. It's also Musei's hometown. We visited before during our field exercises. Do you have any information on the state of affairs there? According to Leo, collecting information in Ordis is pretty tough at the moment. There's a security detail set up by Governor Ragnitz, who was just appointed as the interim supervisor. And to make matters worse, there's also the 3rd Armored Division that is currently stationed at Uno Naval Fortress. Akius is far in the 3rd Armored Division. One-Eyed Zex, my uncle, is in charge of that division. We met the governor during our field exercises, but Kurt's uncle. He's one of the top 3 great commanders of the Imperial Army, and the one who fought against General Le Guin during the Civil War. If both of these men are in Lemaire, it would be very difficult for our current group to go to Ordis. Damn it, this would have been a great chance to get some info, but... Yes, you're right, I'm curious, but it would probably be best to keep away for now. Thank you, Maya. This helped us decide on how we want to proceed. It's nothing, I just wish I could have been of more help. I'll try contacting Ordis to see if I can obtain any information on the Singularity or Instructor Rean. If I find anything, I'll be sure to let you know. I wish you the best in your efforts as well. Thanks, Maya. Things are looking tough for all of us, but let's do our best, as fellow branch campus students. Last I heard of Goose Up and Sandy, they were heading back to their hometowns past the Northwood Canyon. It's possible those two may have some information regarding the mysterious reddish-black flowers. I'll get in touch with Leo and Ordis and see if she's learned anything that can help. No. What the heck is this thing? Listen to music. Is it worth doing? Can't we pick the actual track? Or is it random? Inspector Reiner. Most government offices won't even let me get as far as the reception desk. Hey, aren't you with Colonel Richard? Or ex-Colonel Richard? Now they're saying I have to go investigate the forest. Oh, if I go back to Heimdall, they're just gonna tell me to finish that first. Can't believe how much the government's limiting the inspectorate these days. Hey, don't we know this guy? If I remember correctly, he works at the Government Accountability Inspectorate with Bacchius. I'm a little curious, but he seems pretty dumb. Probably shouldn't bar him right now. Maybe I'm thinking of a different Reiner. Let me worry about Maya. She's my responsibility. Anyway, you guys also need to be careful. The army was looking everywhere for Ash a while back, after all. I've heard something's going on in Ordis in particular, but you really ought to keep an eye out everywhere you go. You never know what can happen. Just do what you can to stay safe, okay? Don't worry, I know. Thanks for the warning. Please take care of Maya. This place. Ash used to come here all the time. Oh, welcome. 5 of you, please sit wherever you like. You! For goodness sakes, why do you always pop up so suddenly? Well, I'm glad you're back safe. Welcome home, Ash. Hey, you never change. Who's this? I think I've seen them somewhere Oh, it can't be. Huh, seriously? Yeah, I was worried there, Ash. You were falsely accused of being a Calvardian spy. But now you're back with your friends. I'm sure your mom led you to them. I guess. Oh, just show them how you really feel, Ash. This kind woman and your friends really believed in you. Heh, I've known you since you were a kid. There's no way you would do that. I don't know. I can see Ash pulling off a double life as an assassin. I'm going to take that as a compliment. However, I hear your instructor has gone missing. Things must be tough for all of you. That is what we are currently trying to gather information about. Has anything changed around here? Changed? Well, we've had a lot more tourists. And some of them look a bit more well-off than our regular clientele. More well-off? Yeah, some of them come with these nice suits and expensive dresses. I think I've heard something about them coming from Ordis by limousine to hold meetings or something. I'm not too sure. I wonder if they were merchants or perhaps nobles. Viceland army? Now, what would they be doing here? If you're going to sneak around, just be careful. We don't know who's looking where after all. And I don't need you giving me advice. Once we get the intel we're after, we're out of here. I came all this way to see you, so stop standing around looking sad, got it? Thanks, Ash. Keep up the good work with your classmates. You really went to town, didn't ya? That Imperial Defense Force or whatever was here in Raquel too, you know? And you still came back when things were like this. What the hell were you thinking? Hey Ash, don't forget, pride comes before a fall. Knock it off with the advice. Shouldn't you be worrying about yourself? I heard they're drafting people in your part of town. You don't need to worry about that. I guess I've done my part to warn you. Just stay safe. Ash's friend is brutal as always. It may be difficult to see, but this could be his way of showing concern, I think. Urabonia's most wanted. Anything else worth getting here? Decken's rib. I'm really glad to see you made it back here safely. But make sure you take extra care. You can see how many soldiers and well-dressed folks are coming and going. I just hope there isn't any more trouble. Everywhere is a total mess right now. All because of that one bullet. Ash, I told you not to be nice about it. I'm gonna handle this my way. Man, I didn't think you'd end up coming home right as I was talking to Brad about you. That sure wasn't a surprise. Oh, I guess it's not really anything strange, but there was a lot of violent people around Raquel for a while. It was about a month ago, I think. Even Brad was acting out. It was hard work calming him down. Do you think? Yes, you might be referring to the day the Great Twilight spread across the Empire. I don't remember anything like that, but... He always had this mean look when he was running things with Ash, but something about him then just didn't seem right. Did the curse wear off? I ended up giving him 3 portions of my special thick-cut ribeye steak. That got him back to normal. Hey, looks like we can solve the curse after all. Just get a bunch of steak. You think maybe he was just hungry? Perhaps it was merely a lucky guess.
Aren't you glad your friends didn't give up on you?
Sure am.
Oh, Adios, offer me your guidance. And please watch over him. I'm sure there has to be some mistake. That's the lady who took care of Ash. Ash. I know. Hey, all that moping around ain't like you. Huh? Ash? It's such a relief to see you. I can't tell you how worried I was. I heard this nasty rumor that you'd been arrested for something terrible, and I didn't know what to think. Alright, simmer down. But that rumor you heard, it wasn't a rumor. I did shoot the Emperor. You shot? Ash. That's alright, we know you. There must have been other circumstances. Besides, no one is beyond redemption. Think of how far you've already come. You can atone for your sin. I believe in you. You may not be perfect, but you have a good heart, Ash. You're a good person. The people closest to you really do get you, huh, Ash? It's a good thing, really. Ugh, don't you all get sappy on me now. On another note, from what I've heard, it sounds like things were pretty chaotic here during the Great Twilight. It's true, people started fighting all over the city. A strange wind blew, and these odd red and black flowers started blooming everywhere. The violence ended fairly quickly, but the eerie atmosphere has loomed over the city ever since. Even with the hustle and bustle from the increasing number of tourists, it feels like there's a darkness hanging over all of us. I felt it in other towns as well. Perhaps the short briefer before the draft was merely the calm before the storm. Hell, the place was kind of a storm to begin with all those Jaegers coming and going. You take care of yourself, Olfa. Hey, I'll make sure I do. Cards. Maybe I should make sure I can... Oh no, the moment I go outside there's gonna be a cutscene. Let's hope I don't need any additional cards to beat you. Oh, come to think of it, I started playing Vantage Masters recently so I could get closer to everyone around town. The only problem is, nobody will play with me. Well, yeah, because you suck at it. I most certainly do not. I've been practicing and everything. If you're practicing too, why don't we play against each other? It would be our pleasure. You're about to see what a real champ looks like. Okay. Sister, a healing type.
May the goddess bless this match of ours.
I hope that's easier to deal with than Elliot's Bard. Attacking me head on, huh? Okay. Set you up real quick. Now, if I place on here, and will I have enough? Yikes, I need to get you off the field immediately. Natiol! Okay, put you over here. Eliminate. Powering up. Man, they just got they got a ton of people on their side. This sister is acting as a meat shield to prevent me from getting to the back row easily, huh? I'm gonna steal that one. Okay, Marmay needs... Which one is the higher priority? I could seal you, but I feel like I should wait for a more opportune time. Okay, end turn. Healing, spam. Oh man. Kamikaze you. Too dangerous. Okay. Oh no, Zamel pen. Finally. Okay. Eliminate. Who should I kill first? Your day has come.
Oh, guess I still have a lot to learn.
The Arma obtained. Heals and can act twice. Hard mode. Please give more than 2 U materials this time.
May the goddess bless this match of ours.
powering up even further. Oh no, this is bad. I can't beat the armor with Zamel pen. Let's just flood the field real quick. She likes to use the back row members too, doesn't she? There we go. Bad. Should I seal the sister? Might as well. Damn, I took a bit of damage there. If I just go for an all-out attack, I can weaken you enough to win.
Oh, guess I still have a lot to learn.
Only 2? Come on! That is so not worth it, especially with all the party members we have. Welcome to Raquel Chapel. Oh, don't tell me there was more trouble. What is it this time? Did some soldiers start a drunken brawl? Did the lovers spat to escalate into bloodshed? Or no, nothing like that. Still, it does kind of feel like there's a tension over the city, like people are spoiling for a fight or something. Mercy me, and every time I try to step in, I just end up with scrapes and bruises. I just don't know what I can do. Well, it's neither here nor there. Anyway, I urge you not to give in to violence. Do not bear ill will or let your judgment be clouded by anger. Try to keep a clear mind and a calm heart. Just as I thought, it seems that the church knows some of what's happening behind the scenes. Right, but it's not everyone. I'm sure the folks at the top are shaking in their boots right now, though. It wasn't too difficult to gather information this time, given how busy of a town this is. Yeah, and I'm glad things went over well for you too, Ash. You've still got a lot of people here that trust in you. That's gotta feel good, right? Man, it's not like anyone would believe I was a Calvardian assassin anyway. But there is something. Something? Go on. Forget it, just talking to myself. So what's next? Personally, I found the information Maya gave us concerning. I'm honestly tempted to get in touch with my uncle at the Naval Fortress. But there's no way he might have been cursed too. I wouldn't advise it. Security around Ordis is more stringent than ever. We wouldn't want to risk getting caught before we even got to meet with a general. You're right, it's too risky. Besides, we really should be prioritizing finding the singularity. Denny and Gustav reported something that looked like Pleroma grass in the north. It may be wise to follow up on that. We're gonna waste a lot of time if it turns out that's not the place. Oh wait, I think I've got it. The hell's that? Rosalia's pendulum. Yep, she said we could use it to find any singularities, right? Still not sure how it works, but it should react some way, I think. Oh, I can't believe we put up with this ridiculous shit. It's reacting. You've got to be kidding me. So we have to go northeast. Looks like it. Let's get moving.
I'll thank you to stay put.
Hey, that's one of Instructor Rean's old schoolmates, isn't it? The managing director of the government allied Kleist & Co. Hugo Kleist. Is he going to be the next boss?
We meet again, new Class 7. And an old friend to boot. I've been hoping for a little heart-to-heart. One generation of Thors to another.
Give me a break. You're the government's damn lapdog. For now, we should... I'm afraid this is as far as you're going. Herman? Wait a minute, wasn't this guy with Leonora's old friend? They flocked us in. When did they get here? We have resources, and we decided now was the perfect opportunity to make our move. And speaking of our source, I'd say he's earned himself a little bonus. I knew it. It's that informant guy. The old dumbass sold us out again. Bet someone else tipped him off. But the only people who recognize you were your friends. Then, the one who tipped him off could have been... Now, given your current situation, there's really no point in trying to suss out the details. Let's just say one of my clients has been searching for that dark-haired lad, so I would appreciate if you let him come with me. I appreciate if you'd kiss my...
That's quite enough, Kleist.
Rex? And Vincent? You know, that's the boy we met in Parm. What seems to be the problem, Vincent?
I should think that obvious, Hugo. You are bothering my delightful guests. That's a rather aggressive move to make after inking such a delicate agreement.
And as a journalist, I can't just turn a blind eye. I mean, I'm right here.
Huh, whoops. I was so convinced that boy was someone I knew. I was clearly mistaken, however. Do excuse me for the trouble. Take good care of those guests of yours, yes? A pleasure as always, Vincent. Wait. I take it you know, don't you, Hugo? Just where did Mint and Becky go off to? Did you jail them somehow? I'm afraid I can't help you there. I wish I knew myself. Whew, looks like we're in the clear. Thanks so much, you really saved us. It's as I thought, you're friends of the original Class 7, aren't you? Huh, sure am. But I check on you guys to see how things have been going. We are both comrades who have borne the Horn Lion emblem. I was a year apart from Class 7 in our school days. Huh. By the way, are you a Florald by any chance?
Pardon my manners. I am indeed Vincent Florald, the eldest son of Count Florald, a proud Thor's alumnus and consummate hunter of love.
Oh, so you're Ferris's brother. Indeed, I simply must thank you for helping my dear sister. It was much appreciated. You're the same as ever, It's great to see you, Rex. We only just missed each other in Summerland. Yeah, I would have loved the chance to chat with both you guys and Margarita. I see, so that's another reason why they were there covering Tita's Gate then. Why you were there covering Tita's Gate. So that part about Vivi, as well as the request for scenic pictures, were because you already knew about us. Yeah, I heard all about you from her before, and it just kind of clicked. It must be fate you're here. Hey, can I snap a quick pic of each of you, Yuna and Altina? Maybe some other time, okay? Man, just how many weirdos is our instructor friends with? Margarita certainly was a unique individual as well. She was always unusual in school, but after graduating, she took it to a whole new level. As a matter of fact, Vincent... Cough, splutter, cough. That aside. This must be a connection made by Rean tying us together. Of course, there are some who broke that connection to walk a different path, just as Kleist did. It seemed you had formed some sort of agreement with him. What sort of business would you have with him, a man with ties to the Imperial government? Right, it was regarding a specific decision. The decision to not publicly recognize the existence of the Viceland army. The noble powers are not to recognize the Viceland army's existence publicly. You are to cooperate with the draft. If you comply, we will only suppress those who directly collude with the Viceland army. That's about what the decision includes. What the? The Viceland army doesn't exist. No, it does exist and is starting to make moves. Yes, successor to the Cayenne Dukedom, Musei or Lady Mildine, and General Le Guin are leading them. They put together a pretty formidable force, including the Panagruel. They probably still pale in comparison to the Imperial army, though. It seems they have an army of 100,000 under their command. Not even we nor the nobles of the four great houses know what they're currently doing. This reminds me of Eustace. They cannot recognize the army publicly, and they won't be punished as long as they cooperate with the draft. I see, the Imperial government wants it to be as if the Viceland army doesn't exist. What? So that's what it's all about. It'd be hard to rally people to go to war with Calvard if another civil war was about to go down. The government would be pressured to deal with that before they could roll out the army for anything else. Oh. Currently, the Great Twilight has helped direct the hostility of the Imperial people toward Calvard. It appears, however, that the Viceland army has the potential to disrupt that effect. The government hasn't reported anything, instead choosing a complete lockdown on information regarding it. Is that correct? Exactly, there will be censors of the Imperial Chronicle too. Though I gotta say, the Imperial government is one thing, but a certain noble lady is just as impressive. In return for losing various types of support by cutting off relations with the nobles, the Viceland army, like the tiger released into the wild, has attained its freedom. In this game of chess, she has made a number of highly calculated decisions. She truly is a bold, fearsome strategist. Musei. I wonder what exactly they're planning. Even with Principal Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius, chances of successfully resisting the Imperial army are slim. Whatever they're planning, I'll bet it's crazy. It doesn't matter. Just like with getting Instructor Rean back, we have business with Musei. For her to just part ways with us like that. The talk we need to have is with Musei Egret specifically. Not with that noble lady Mildine what's-her-name. Yuna. Heh. Right. Whew, you're all way too much, even more than I'd heard. Rean's got some interesting students for sure. And in regards to that, we'll be looking forward to how you all fare. We have an agreement with the government, but nothing in it stipulates that we may not cooperate with you. In order to find the missing alumni, including my sister and Rean. I would like to assist your endeavors, Class 7. What do you say? Yeah, we're down. Looking forward to working with you. Afterward, the group sent for all of Vincent and Rex, who returned to Ortis. They then resumed their activities. Well, he said they'd contact us if anything happened in Ortis, so that's that. I think we can head over to the North Canyon Road. Right, the pendulum is swinging toward the northeast. I believe Sandy and Gustav's hometowns are both in that direction. Is there something on your mind, Nash? Now you're talking about about Ulster and the Aragon mines, right? They're pretty far apart. That's one hell of a trek to another. It's one hell of a trek no matter which way we start out. Better make sure we're all ready to go before we get out of here. Got it. You know what's down this alley, right? Yeah, and we haven't visited yet either. Don't you think we should drop by before we set out? I can't even retreat, huh? Can't retreat to a previous town. It's gonna have to hope I find a good UMAT spot soon. Barracuda? He appears to be more agitated than I remember. Could he be cursed? Pull your jets, Pooch. We're not gonna hurt you. Grr, wine. Anything going on in this building? Even if a draft card tears us apart, we will always be together, Mary Chell. Oh, Rick. No one could get in the way of our love for each other. Am I correct in assuming he hasn't received a draft card yet? It feels like a dramatic scene before his conscription. This won't open. So where the Grandmaster is hiding. Oh look, we have visitors. Welcome to our, huh? That guy kinda looks like Ash. Nah, there's no way that could be him. He'd never dye his hair like that. His natural hair color is too awesome. Heh, awesome, huh? Shh, was she talking to you? I'm already having trouble keeping my eyes open. Really makes you feel your age right down to the bones. Oh my daughter's due date is coming up. She said that if it's a boy, she'll name him Yuda. Oh, I can't wait to be a grandmother. Yuda's already older than 10, damn it. Looks like her memory's getting worse. Liberty Heights. You young people just loiter around. Don't you have a school or jobs or something you should be doing? Don't dilly-dally, you've got responsibilities. I guess that's not an unreasonable opinion. Kids these days are something else. Does he recognize Ash? I wish I'd been tougher on Ash. Maybe things would have turned out different. Shh. He shouldn't feel responsible for what happened. Can't believe the government would close down your factory. They gave the employees two options. Either go to the military factory or become a soldier. They told me that I needed to make a decision soon. That's terrible. Have you decided what you're going to do yet? No, I'm still trying to work it out. If I go to the military factory, I do a 9 to 5 for not much reward. On the other hand, the mirror is great as a private, but the work is tough. Sweetie, I don't want you joining the army. If something happened to you, Yusuya and I would never recover from the loss. I know. I still have to think some time to think it over. It seems that the government is making use of all resources available to them in preparation for war, factories included. Shh. Third floor. I thought we said we didn't need to come back. So this is your home. Alright, let's at least let some fresh air in here. Seems that's like somebody's been cleaning regularly, so it should be fine to just do some light dusting. I'll get a damp cloth. Hey, don't any of you listen. So your mom was taken by illness. Well, my adopted mother. This old merchant brought me here at night. He decided to leave me with some chick that worked at a club he was always hanging around in. I don't remember what he was like, but my old hag's just as strange for taking me in at his request. That merchant, could he have been working for Osborne somehow, in some convoluted plot? But I bet she was still a good mom to you, right? Have you started to remember anything about your family in Hamel? No, I mean, I was just 3. The only things I remember were shouting and screaming. I vaguely remember there was this older guy and some brat there too, but... The Orphans of Hamel. From what I've gathered, there seemed to have been 2 others besides you. However, one died 3 years ago. Guess so, I can't even remember their names. But it doesn't matter, this is my home. But now that I've committed this crime, I can't show my face here. Ash. You said you're going to make things better, right? Yeah, at least to the point where I can face my old hag and everyone else. Alright, that's enough. Let's start heading for the Northern Canyon Road. Still go back in, but is there anything worth observing in here? Can't I just use your bed for free and not have to pay for the inn? That would have been convenient. There's an event outside. Guess you're done giving your regards to your mom, eh? It's been a while, Ash. You too, little Miss Racer. You really going to roll back into town and not even give a little hello to old Miguel? That's... He was the informant who sold us out to the Jaegers during our field exercises. So what do you want? Figured I'd drop by and say hello myself. Gotta thank you a lot too. I was able to make some good money. Figured as much. And what about you, Brad? You sold info on us through Miguel, yeah? That traitor, is that what you were talking about? I suppose his hunch was right then. You've always had good instincts, I'll give you that. But that's always ticked you off, hasn't it, Brad? Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. Don't know what the whole story is, Ash, but hearing you screw up so damn bad gave me a rush. Hold on. How dare you, Ash? Give me a break, you're not so innocent yourself. You let Miguel really take you for a ride. You couldn't spot a lie if it bit you in the ass. Shut the hell up. Just ignore him. Ain't no reason to listen to a criminal. We lost the spell, but the war's not over yet. He's been cursed. I guess even steak cannot cure him. Don't you show your face in this town again, or else. And don't you forget it, Ash. Hang on, what do you mean? It's just like before. Is it a result of the Empire's curse? Dumbass, selling out to the government like that. Well, it's not like I've got the time to deal with it now. Let's keep moving, yeah? Ash, maybe you're right. We should go to the Northern Canyon. It's another side quest. So what's got into this stand? He wasn't like this when we first set out. This guy's from the Imperial Army. Seems like he's got something troubling him. Why don't we ask him? Oh, can I help you with something? Is this about Stan again? What has he done now? No, this isn't about Stan. Ooh, that's a relief at least. For sure, so will you mind if we ask you a few questions? Sure, go ahead. I will say though, I know this uniform I've got on might give you some ideas, so I'm just a new recruit. My best friend Stan also joined the army with me. We came to take a briefer here. Problem is, he's been acting really weird lately. Ever since we got here, he's been causing all kinds of trouble. I mean, back when we grew up, he always was confident and not the type to back down, but he never bothered anybody. It's gotta be the curse. I really want to snap him out of this already. It's just... I'm sorry, I shouldn't be bothering strangers with my problems, huh? But I've got to do something about it myself at least. He's one of my best friends after all. I would like to help. Yeah, he seems to be in a real bind. Hey, you guys are gluttons for punishment, aren't you? Schwarzer's really rubbed off on you. Well, we'd be glad to help you if you'd like. Oh, that's very kind of you and all, but I don't think there's anything in it for you guys to help me. That's alright, we just want to offer our assistance where we can. No need for anything in return. Yeah, we're not doing it entirely out of the goodness of our hearts, pal. Raquel's my hometown, you know. Last time I wanted some rowdy asshole messing up the place. I'm really sorry about that. I really don't know what happened to him. Maybe if you all speak to him, he'll realize what he's doing is wrong. In that case, we'll have to meet Stan and see what he's like for ourselves. Right, we should get to that before trying anything else. Seems like I can really count on you guys. I'm sorry for the hassle, but your help might just be the only way to fix this. Stan should be in the casino. He had this big grin on his face last time I saw him, yelling, "Jackpot, jackpot, here goes nothing." So he likes to gamble. And I can already sense trouble in the air. And let's cut the chat and get moving. Do I have to beat him in poker? Welcome to Alicia. Is there anything I can help you with? Actually, there is something we want to ask you. They asked the manager if any especially aggressive soldiers had come by. One has indeed. He left just a short while ago. Shoot, sounds like we just missed each other. Managed to flush all his military money down the toilet by playing like an idiot, I'm guessing. I don't know the full story, but I know he was losing rather badly. He played slots for a while. He was shouting and making a scene the whole time. Once he began being on the machine, we had to ask him to leave for the day. I see. Do you know where he was headed next? I saw him heading in the direction of the theater. As he was storming out, he said something about seeing a play to lift his spirits. The theater, so that's where he was headed. Thank you very much for your help. Can I help you? As you may see, I'm quite busy at the moment. We're sorry to bother you. We won't take long. Very well. They asked if any aggressive soldiers have been out and about. We did just have a patron who was difficult in the word. He came to our theater and thought he was above paying the ticket price. He screamed at us that soldiers deserve special treatment and should be granted admission for free. He tried to push past to get in, so I ended up having to call security. I see. So it does only what he wants and nothing else then. Can you tell us which direction he went? Right, he made a bit of a scene and stormed off to the station plaza. He mentioned something about being absolutely starved after wandering all over town. Yeah, alright, thanks for the tip. He's probably in the pub. Let's give it a look. Thank you for your help. What have I done to deserve this disgustingly strong fish pie? Is this your first time making a fish pie? Everyone knows you're supposed to use simple freshwater fish, not whatever this is. That's how they do it back home. I hear you, but that's just not how it goes here. We can't get our hands on freshwater fish, so it's saltwater only, I'm afraid. Sorry it's not to your liking, but there's not much more I can do. Do you think that's... Yeah, that must be the new recruit Stan. He's just like his friend said. What a jerk. You folks looking to order something? Just give me a minute and I can take your order. Hey Granny, what about my order, huh? Bring me my damn fish pie. How rude. I don't think you should have to remake that. But the customer is always right. If I had the ingredients in the recipe, I could make it. But even with proper food, we can't really cure him of this curse, can we? You're way too nice for your own good. If things were different, I would have sent that guy packing. Ash, let's try to solve this peacefully for her sake. So, a recipe and the ingredients, huh? Hey, you don't gotta worry about it. Wherever it is, we can make it. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Thank you, all of you. You wanted a fish pie made with freshwater fish, is that correct? Yeah, but... Alright then, if you think you can do it, then let's see. Impress me. We'll do our very best, just for you. Now, where can we find a recipe that uses freshwater fish? Well, we just visited a town with a nice lake. Now you mention it, I do kind of feel like things would work out if we head to Milsante. Oh right, Sydney's folks are in the inn or something. Let's head out. Ash, all of you, thank you so much. Do I have to find a specific type of fish? Okay, normally they don't let me teleport out of Raquel, but I think if I go here, they might let me actually teleport back to the Milsante area. Yeah, that's just weird design. Why would they do that? Why not include Raquel in this list? I see, you have to just scroll through it like this, I guess. But still feels kind of weird. Huh. Okay, so... somewhere around here is the continuation of the quest. White Birch Inn. Okay, there's actually conditional A piece. I'm gonna save just in case. Hello everyone, is something wrong? Actually, we were hoping to consult you about something. I see, that troublesome soldier wants to eat a fish pie made of freshwater fish, huh? I can't deny that freshwater fish are different from saltwater fish. The fishy taste is a lot stronger, so it's harder to use. But the fish pie I make with fish caught from the lake might suit him. Do you serve it here too, huh? Yep, I don't have enough ingredients, so it's temporarily off the menu. I'm planning on bringing it back at some point, though. I'll write down my family recipe for you now. Thank you for sharing your recipe with us. It's not exactly a big family secret or anything. Enjoy it. Thank you very much. Once we acquire the ingredients, we should be able to make one in no time. Let's make it and get back to Raquel. Anything to say, Sydney? I thought he would have mentioned Maya. Alright, according to the guide, Elliot can make the best one of this.
I hope it turns out well.
Good thing he can teleport his food over here for me. Quintet pie, is that the one I want, or should I go with the second best option? Artisan special pie.
What a pain.
Ash sucks at this one despite being despite living closer to here than everyone else. Mirror pie, magic reflect. Wonder if this is worth farming. Alright, according to the guide, I need to give the artisan pie to him. The second best version. Serve special artisanal fish pie. Is that... We made it using a recipe we learned at the White Birch Inn. Guess it looks alright, but the proof's in the pudding. What are you going to do if this doesn't agree with my distinguished palate, huh? How about you shut your pie hole and just try the damn thing? Fine, here goes nothing. Pie hole. I knew your cooking would be as foul as the face you're making. Huh? Wait, this taste. Stan took another bite of the fish pie. My word, I thought for sure this would be a disaster, but... Gobbled it down. Hey, looks like he's got nothing to say. Yes, it appears he likes it. Stan devoured a fish pie in no time. It's all gone? Chill out, don't eat the plate. You kids are amazing. I can't believe you made a dish that tasted like this. There are some subtle differences, but it's very close to what Mom used to make. Even more importantly, it makes me happy. It's actually thanks to this recipe from the White Birch Inn. And what do you mean, Mom? Were you just homesick the whole time? What? Excuse me, sir, I am a proud soldier. I don't get homesick, that's ridiculous. You don't need to act like that in front of us. But... So that's why. We understand that being drafted cannot be an easy experience. Yes, we are aware we cannot understand everything you are currently going through, but... It is difficult to be away from your loved ones. After all, we feel the same. You do? I suppose it's not unusual to feel like this nowadays. But it's not just me having a hard time. You know, in some ways you're pretty lucky. I mean, not only did my mom's cooking suck, but I can't even taste it again. Ash. You also have a good friend who's worried about you. That's right, Chris. I ignored his warning. I've got my mom and my friends. But I got desperate because of the draft. I started acting out, as if to hide my true emotions. I did whatever I pleased. I made some terrible mistakes. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have acted the way I did. I was selfish. I'm glad you realize that. I feel like all of you have opened my eyes. I will face up to what I'm feeling as I look toward the future. I have to do it for my mom and my friends back home who are worrying about me. And I'm glad to hear that. Appears he's rid of whoever was controlling him. Wait, so the food worked this time, but the steak wasn't enough for Brad. I guess it's because Brad still has some of his own hidden grudges with Ash. Seems the influence of the curse has subsided a little. Oh, subsided. That means it might not be completely gone. It might just flare up again when we least expect it. After that, the group left Decken's with Stan and headed to the plaza where Chris was waiting. Wow, that was incredible. You talked the sense back in the stand. I even got an apology too. I owe you a big thank you. You're letting me off the hook way too easy, don't you, Link? You sure you don't want to punch me? I'll let you get one in. Come on, what good is that gonna do? If you really want to make up for this, you need to go around and apologize to everyone you upset here. Thanks for standing by me, man. Wow, you two really are close friends, aren't you? You better stay close together, yeah? You can count on it. Thank you again. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. AP increased by 2. Is that good? Yes. Septium Vein. Hopefully this will help me farm a little more. Well, that depends if I can make sure the person wielding it deals the finishing blow. I really would like to get the Kaleido MQ as well. Alright, the guide recommends getting a silver coin. Had to buy a silver earring for this one, though. It doesn't prevent poison, but it does have a drop rate bonus. Someone must have dropped it. Wait, but this implies we can make multiples of these. Then that means a lot of people dropped it. Huh. Weird. And I need how much more to get platinum? I need gold, IBC, and glass. Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.